Hi, guys. Let me just 1 second. Hi, guys. Can you see me now? Sorry, I was putting lotion on. I probably, just okay. Anywho, um, welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, first and foremost, I want to thank everyone who helped either with your presence, with your suggestions, your kind words, your donations, everything. I want to thank everyone for yesterday. Um, just to give a quick update, I've been talking with mommy, and she's still at the hospital, but everything is stable. Everything is okay. They're observing her to see the effects of some of the medications that she was given. Um, it's gonna be okay. It's totally gonna be good. And I think that it's important for you guys to know that your presence really helped. It really, really helped, not just her, but also me. Um, yeah, I'm trying to I'm trying to remain level with emotions. So, all right, let me get started. Yeah, she's doing good. She reassured me her blood pressure was very high, but I'm glad that I was able to bring it down from hypertensive crisis level, because that's what I was feeling, like hypertensive crisis. So, and yeah, the kids have eaten. She didn't eat, however. She was just too stressed out about everything. But hopefully she's gotten some rest. Hopefully. All right. Let's get started. I gotta rush because I have class. Okay, here it goes. So I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard was take the steps slowly, but have faith in this. That it's okay for you to make very slow progression through whatever it is you are in the process of, but you have to have faith in this. You have to keep going. You have to allow yourself to experience the things that need to be experienced, really. Like, you can feel however you feel about it. You can be hesitant and all of that, but keep going. Keep going through your process, and next thing you know, you'll be done with that process. Okay, so have faith in your ability to overcome the things that you need to overcome. Stability in reverse. So there's a lot of things going on in life right now for a lot of people. Some of the things that are going on involve destabilizing you. It involves allowing for you to experience things that really are very difficult, very, very difficult. And it's this thing of, if for many of us, we are led to believe that if it is soul based, excuse me, that if it's soul based, it's going to be very easy. And that's just not true. That's not true at all. Just because it's based in soul does not make it easy. As a matter of fact, sometimes the things that soul asks you to go through are things that are the most difficult you'll ever go through. And it's okay. You'll get through that. You have to give yourself the opportunity to recognize how strong you are, to recognize that maybe you're much more supported than you realize. things like that. So many of us feel so alone. So many of us feel so just tossed away, disregarded. No one cares, all of these different things. That's just not true. It's not true. For many of us, especially those of us who are highly empathic, we have a tendency to hide what's really going on. Not necessarily because we're embarrassed, not necessarily because we're going through something bad. Oftentimes, it has a lot more to do with feeling as though you're going to inconvenience the people in your life, feeling as though you're going to be a burden and you don't want to do that, knowing that people are going through their own struggles already. And so you don't want to add to it. That's a very, very common empath type logic. And that's a thing. It's logic, but it's not necessarily reality. Let's define logic really quick. Of or according to the rules of logic or formal argument, characterized by or capable of clear, sound reasoning, of an action, development, decision, natural or sensible given the circumstances. Sensible given the circumstances. There's a lot of things that my soul has led me to experience, has brought to my doorstep, like however you want to phrase this. There's a lot of things that are so difficult, and the only way out of it was through illogical logic. Does that make sense? If you want to continue to exist in the world as the matrix it's designed to be, logic will absolutely be the perfect solution for you. If you're trying to exit out of that mundane existence, if you're trying to enter into this space of spiritual purpose, a life well lived, a life lived with purpose, logic is not always going to work. It's a mixed bag of logic and illogical things, spiritual intuition, that type of thing. Intuition has zero logic attached to it. I don't know if you guys realize that. It has absolutely no logic attached to it. You know, yesterday I felt something like something really, really bad was happening, and I felt it down to my core, and there was no reason. My family life is a very, very peaceful life, like very, very, very peaceful life. That's my life. It's peaceful. There's no health, nothing going on. It's outside of my thyroid. There's nothing else going on. There's no logical reason for me to feel that way. And yet I did an illogical thing with my belief that someone needs me. Someone needs me. And when I allowed myself to quiet myself down, is Nina okay? And she always posts like she's okay. Okay. That was illogical for me to do that. It was even more illogical for me to reach out to message her privately and be like, hey, what's up? What's going on? I saw your post. What's going on? Sometimes the illogical thing is the most logical thing to do in a spiritual sense. And you can take your time developing this. You can. You don't have to rush through it. You don't have to, speed yourself down this path, but you have to travel the path. It doesn't matter how fast or how slow you go, as long as you continue to make progress. Fire, passion. It's this sense that someone is seeing your passion, how passionate you are, the way you live your life with so much purpose. And I don't know. I don't know. It's almost like this message of it makes them feel that much more um a platonic love towards you. I want to say platonic love because I don't know where this reading is going, but I'm told for some that might be true. For others, it's not platonic. when people see you in your most authentic state, um, maybe it's celestial, maybe it's omnilove, maybe it's agape, you know, agape love. I don't know. Ethos. Um, it really feels like with this message, it has a lot to do with you being yourself and allowing your environment to witness you. And that's what's going to shift the mindset that surrounds you. Because for many of us, um, the people in our environment are people who are confused in the way they conduct themselves, the way they live, their expectations, all of that. Right. And when they see you just being you, sometimes what ends up happening is they begin to realize, like, oh, well, you're just like me and I'm just like you, and you can be you, like I can be me too. Oh, it's not going to be received as some type of weakness if I allow myself to feel things, if I allow myself to really just be fully present. It's such a powerful thing. Um, oh wow. I hope everything's okay, Liza. Power in reverse. So there's a power struggle going on within you. This power struggle is about you not believing, refusing to accept that you actually are powerful over your life, right? You're very, very powerful over yourself and your life. There will be things that will try and interfere. There will be many, many situations that you go through. Some of them will be perfectly fine. You'll navigate perfectly fine. Others, it's like every possible hang up, it happens. And you're like, what am I doing wrong? Is this the wrong path? For example, this morning, I was chatting with Nina for a little bit, just checking up on her. I didn't want to interrupt in case she was sleeping. So I checked up on her though. And she gave me an update and I was like, I have good news. I'm going to send you the funds from last night. And I made sure that her Facebook Messenger is connected to whatever financial stuff. And mine's been connected as well. And I tried to send her the money. And Facebook said, this is weird activity. We're declining you. I was like, what? Weird what? Yeah, so Facebook canceled the entire transaction. And as it canceled the transaction on my end, her entire phone glitched, like it turned itself off and turned itself back on or something like that. And I was just like, yes, I think something doesn't want you to have this. But I got it to her anyways. See, that's the thing. Sometimes when you allow yourself to see what's going on, where it's just one last little hiccup before you're able to successfully complete whatever it is you've tasked yourself to do, push through. Push through. Like, I really don't care if Facebook Messenger is going to not allow me to send it. I'll find another way. I will find another way. Absolutely, I'll find another way. Okay. So that's what we have to bear in mind. Sometimes that last little hiccup where you're really just on the cusp of giving up on yourself and your process, um, it's just to make sure that you really, really want it, that you really, really have made this decision and, you know, are fully committing to that decision, right? Balance in reverse. Sometimes the balance has to be tilted so that you can understand the finer nuance of what needs to be rebalanced. Clearance. You got to sweep some stuff, not under the rug, but out of your home, out of your heart. There is no point in sweeping things under the rug. That's still a messy home. Come on now. Are you kidding me? Do people really do that? Like sweep dust and stuff under the rug? Y'all are crazy if you do that. Every time you walk across that pile, it's going to go through the rug and be released back into the air. That's just Vacuum that ish up or sweep it outside. At the very least, sweep it outside. Get it out of your house. Get it out of your house. Get it out of your house. Get all of that caca out of your house. You don't need to continue to exist in that way. People sometimes will think that, oh, my life is just perfect, right? Ammy's life is just perfect. That's why she can be all chipper and stuff the way she is. Who talks like that? No, my life is far from perfect, but I will not allow you to track your filth through my home. I am a properly raised Asian woman. Take your mother effing shoes off before you enter my home, you know? And that's the thing. Do you allow people to trample through your garden? And then after the destruction of that, you let them into your home where they can track all this mud. Like some mud stains, yo. I'm just saying, some mud is more like silt, clay. That stains. Okay. I'm not playing with people. Take your shit off before you get in my house. I'm saying I'm very, very selective of who I allow in. And that's for purpose. You can have that same type of boundary expectation for yourself. See, the thing is, though, for many of us, we think like, well, if I do that, you know, then what's going to end up happening is I'm going to lose everyone. No one's going to want to do that. Well, good. Those are the people who don't respect your boundaries and your needs. Those are the people who don't deserve you in the first place. It's a harsh thing to hear, but that's the reality of it. That is the reality of it. I'm such a germaphobe, which is a disease. I'm a recovering germaphobe. I am a recovering germaphobe, and here's the thing. I look back and I realize I took in a lot of people's germs, a lot of their infectious thoughts, infected energy, and I projected that as germophobia. That's how it translated for me, germophobia. I didn't want people touching me. I don't want people touching anything that I'm going to touch. I don't want people touching. One time he was intense though, so he needs to go. I had a I had a boyfriend when I was like 18 or something like that. And I mean, he's an amazing person. He is. Yay, you're amazing. But he touched the tip of my straw, the part that goes in my mouth when we were at a restaurant. He touched it. And then I don't know if he was trying to be cute and stuff, but he was running his fingers along the rim of my cup. And I was just like, he's got to go. He has got to go. He's got to go. I can't with this. I cannot with this. This is just no, I can't agree to this. I can't be around this. And he was a very clean person too, but it's just the fact that I saw you put your hand on the seat as you scooted in. And then you just put people's butts on where I'm going to put my mouth. Like, no, that I can't be around that. And that's the thing. It had really not much to do with him. I know, right, Miss? I was like, that is, are you trying to be sexy right now? Because that's not that. You infected my whole drink. But I didn't want to say that. So I just didn't drink anything for the rest of the time at the restaurant. I just didn't drink anything. And he's like, aren't you thirsty? And I was like, no. I still distinctly remember that. And then the one time that I did the one time that I did I was getting thirsty. I asked him if I could taste his drink because he didn't do that to his drink. Oh my god, is that horrible? That's horrible. One of the reason I fell so madly in love with my husband is because this man consistently washes his hands. Right, Miss Melissa? My husband consistently washes his hands. He thinks everything is gross. He takes like 2 to 3 showers per day. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. I was like, "Oh my god, that's amazing." It is, it's amazing. Okay, Homeland Foundation. You're traveling back home to yourself. You're traveling back home to yourself, and for some of us, we've forgotten the way. Have you ever like you grew up somewhere, right? You've lived there for much of your life, and then you go and you move away, and years later you come back to where you used to live, and it's like you kind of know, but at the same time you kind of don't know anymore. You have a general idea of where it is, but you're not sure of the street names anymore. A lot of the landscape has changed, new businesses, new houses, and so you're kind of confused. It's like that. You have to give yourself the time and the space to get reacquainted with the places that you've left behind if you need to go back there. And I think for many of us, the places that we left behind that we're going back to has more to do with home within ourselves. Okay. Protection in reverse. So for some, the way in which you protect yourself is really the reason that you're left feeling unprotected, unprovided for, kind of just discarded. I know for me, I have a lot of struggles trusting other people. And with that, I would not tell anyone anything that's going on in my life. I mean, even till now, really, I don't, I tend to not mention what's happening, what I'm going through until I'm completely done with it, or I won't mention where I geographically am located until I'm completely done with that place. um Even like shipping addresses, like none of my relatives know the address. They if they have to ship me something, it's being shipped into a state that I'm not even in, and they know this because I'm I don't know. It will ship to a state that I'm not even in, and then I'll have them ship it to another location that's about an hour from where I am. Maybe because I have stalkers, I don't know. But that's the thing. It's like if I'm that far removed from connecting with people, it's not fair for me to be like, "Oh, people don't care. People just, they don't reach out. They don't make sure I'm okay." And like, girl, you make it seem like you okay all the time, you know? And I don't know if other people do this. I kind of feel like a lot of people do this. I feel like a lot of us go through this where we feel like no one cares, but we don't give people the opportunity to actually show us they care. One of the things that I've had to really put a lot of effort into healing beyond was this thing that I do, and I still sometimes do it. And it's this thing of if someone does something to me, then it applies to everyone. So if one person betrays my trust, and that means everyone. It's just a matter of time. Everyone's going to do it. Let me go ahead and back away. Let me go ahead and just completely shut down. Let me beat the other people to it before they can go ahead and betray me. I'm gonna just, you know, walk away. I'm just gonna walk away so that way I am not even around for you to do that to. And it's just not fair. It's just not fair. So, allowing yourself to go through this process of recognizing where you still hold the traumas and knowing that that place is fortified, that place within you is already fortified. You don't have to make your entire existence a fortress, you know? You don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to apply that same fortress type logic to every single aspect of your life. You need to have discernment. Yes. You need to be able to assess, like, okay, is this person good for me? Is this person bad for me? What do I need to do today? Is this the right thing? All of that. And if you allow yourself, you'll begin to grow in ways that are just profound, 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 profound. You guys last night, um, you really helped Nina to just be willing to accept help. Um, I told her that quite a few of you guys had amazing suggestions, names of local organizations that could potentially help her, grant information. And it was in the comments, and I put it on the screen. And she's willing to. She's absolutely willing to. She knows she can't continue like this, working 80 hours a week. hmm A week, and just being exhausted all the time, not being able to do what needs to be done for her self-care. It's this beautiful, beautiful thing when your life itself breaks you open. You think you're breaking down, but really you're breaking open. And that's one of the most powerful shifts in my perception that I've ever had. I used to think that life was just breaking me down, and I don't know why I'm not strong enough. I don't know why I can't handle it. I don't know why I'm this weak. And just going through this list of reasons as to why I'm not good enough. And to come to the realization, I'm not breaking down, I'm breaking open. And I just haven't been discerning the difference between the different types of pain. Sometimes when life breaks you down, it's because you've built yourself up, you fortified yourself in a way that is misaligned. It's done in a way that's maybe the foundation of it is ego, and ego is unstable. So, yes, that construction has to be first broken down, it has to be demolished in order to rebuild. That's the difference between breaking down and breaking open. Sometimes when you break open, it's just this visceral pain, this emotional and sometimes viscerally felt pain, and this questioning and questioning and questioning. And then the realization of, oh, this is what my life wanted me to do. Oh, okay. And then doing it. Feminine in reverse. So this reminds me of something that I saw earlier. I want to share it with all the feminines in my life, all of y'all. And maybe you guys can help um, spread the word for other people. I have to find him first. I ended up messaging someone because um, I saw their post on Facebook. I went onto Facebook earlier today just because I was debating on whether or not I should message Nina. And so I was scrolling through Facebook, just scrolling through Facebook. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. So this person posts, it's a guy. Um, I was at the bar and I noticed someone was trying to get a drink, but the bartenders were overlooking them. So I made a hand gesture to get a drink. The bartender came over and I asked, could you take her order? She automatically got upset and said, I don't need your help. I can order my own drink. I just looked at her and I looked at the bartender and I just shrugged my shoulders. She proceeded to wait another 10 minutes and I'm like, I was just trying to help. I had no ulterior motives. Then I learned I'm just going to mind my own business next time. F me for trying to make things a little easier for a fellow human being, right? LOL, Albuquerque. Albuquerque is definitely an interesting place. And that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. That right there. This, ladies, stop buying into the bullshit sex war that they're trying to sell. Stop. Stop. It doesn't make you empowered to hate the opposite sex. It doesn't make you empowered at all. It makes you full of vengeance and hatred when you listen to these people. The things that he wrote, that right there, it's like, okay, where is it? Going back to the post. F me for trying to make things a little easier for a fellow human. He's talking about he sees a human that needs help, just a little bit of assistance. And so he offered to help. He's not buying you a drink. He's not ordering it for you. Like, get yourself straight. Get yourself straight for real. For real. Men and women are not at war. Principalities are at war with us. Do you see that? You know, people will try and say, like, oh, we don't need them anymore. Like men will be, oh, we don't need women anymore. And women will be, oh, we don't need men anymore. How do you think our species will continue to exist? Now, Emmy, we have surrogates, we have donors. Okay, but you still need the sperm. That only comes from men. And men still need the egg. That only comes from women. You can go ahead and have whatever surgeries you want to have. I'm totally in full support of you being autonomous and deciding things for yourself. And you can have whatever surgeries you want to have to enable you to do whatever it is you need to do, whatever you're doing to yourself and your body, unless you're needing help because it's harmful to you and you don't realize this, is really none of my business. It's none of my business. What is my business, though, is as a woman raising as many sons as I have nothing but sons. I will not promote any more of this bashing the opposite sex. I don't care what you identify as. Exist with more compassion and sovereignty than what you currently are at. Recognize when you are being played, when you are being invited to play yourself. Recognize that. Recognize that. Men don't have to hate themselves because they were born male. Women don't have to hate themselves because they were born female. Do you not see what's happening in the world? As if that wasn't enough, what else is happening? Well, we have people who are so fractured within themselves and have struggled for however long they've struggled with their self identification. And those people are now being encouraged to launch a full on war against what? Against what? And I see the videos of people planting these seeds of, oh, women are just insecure because now we don't. No, stop. If you identify as a woman, then identify actually as a woman. If you want to be accepted as a woman, then be a woman and stand in solidarity with women. I'm just saying. I'm not going to buy into any of that crap. That crap that takes us down to a lower octave and solidifies this suffering that they want, that proverbial they want us to continue with this suffering and division. I'm done with it. I want solutions. I want those solutions implemented. I want us to unify as counterparts, meaning we are all important. Every single last one of us is important. Again, I will repeat this for clarity's sake. I give zero shits what you identify as. I see your need for dignity. I see your humanity. I will uphold your sovereignty. And that's it. That's it right there. That is it right there. Allowing yourself to see that we all have needs, that we all have gone through something. Oh, we're going to need to compare. Well, I went through more than what. I don't care what you went through more than me. I recognize you went through something. I've gone through something, and maybe we can come together and allow our experiences to provide support, to provide potential solutions to other people. Right. Let's stop hating in general. Yep. Let's stop hating in general. There's so many people I should hate that I don't because I wasn't made to hate. Hate isn't in my design. Yep. Same here. That doesn't mean I can't be savage, though. Savagery is absolutely in my design. I'm serious. Spring in reverse. So it's this growth, this period of growth that's kind of been turned upside down. Growth, rejuvenation, replenishment, all of that. It's been turned upside down because the world is being turned upside down. Again, there are those who are in different positions of power who would love for nothing more than the chaos to continue. The chaos, the hatred, the competition, the comparison, all of that. All of that. You know, like I don't care about none of that. You want to compete, you want to compare, you do that on your own. I'm not part. You do that on your own. I'm here for create an environment all thrive, right? Where we can all thrive. It's not enough to survive. That's not all we're supposed to have. This opportunity to survive. Survive what? Other people's trauma that's projected onto you. We're all going through our own processes, right? We're all going through these processes that are taking us higher, as well as simultaneously taking us much deeper in our inner under and overstanding of self and soul. I feel shifting going on. I feel a massive shifting going on. Do you guys have a question? Because I'm looking at my mic and the cord has stamped onto it. Q 321 question in 3, 2, 1. Ask your question. Union. The things that are going on right now are trying to prevent a union from occurring, prevent this unification. We can be unified in our diversity and diverse in our unification. We can. It's not that hard. You see, the way you do it is you let people think for themselves. You share your thoughts, but you give them the freedom to choose how they will receive those thoughts. And you are not committed to how they receive those thoughts. That you are not expecting some sort of specific outcome because you shared your thoughts with them. Like there's plenty of thoughts that I've shared with you guys, and I'm not committed or holding on to you receiving what I say in some particular way. Like you can disregard it. You can, you know, do something with it. I don't know. It's up to you. What do you feel you should do? You know, does it apply? Does it not apply? What do you feel you should do? One of the most amazing things was, I think it was last night, I received a message and it was just my brain was blown. My brain was blown. I'm going to read just one part of it. Um hold on. I'm going to read just one part because it's important. It was just totally blew my mind. I was like, "What?" Um hold on. Where is it? It says, there have been so many powerful things that I have received from watching you. I have a notebook of things you've said that have been so powerful for me so I can refer back and remember. I was like, you have a whole notebook? Can I see it? Can I see it? Because I'm wondering if some of those messages need to come back to me at this point so that I can hear them and kind of just be able to understand how much I've actually grown. Like if you guys keep notes on the things that I say, please do share. Like if you have quotes, snippets, please do share them with me, email them to me, contact@emmyevolving.com. Like I take that seriously. I'm serious. Like, oh my God, what? I want to see, what did he say? Was it like effed up stuff or was it funny? Was it funny? You know, I'm weird like that. Have faith in your dreams, but it's in reverse. So here's the thing, you're going from a dream state to a reality state. So you're going to be manifesting these dreams, um, the goals that you have for yourself. A time to give rather than to take. No, no. Now is a time to allow yourself to receive the support, the love. For some, it has to do with finances. For others, it has to do more with the emotions, the camaraderie, you know, like just all of these different things. Oh my gosh, yes. You guys, I would love for you to send me. I would love that. You can email it. Yeah, heck, if you want to send the whole notebook, I will keep that. I'm weird like that, where it's like if someone gives me something, because I don't let people give me things often, but when someone gives me something, that is going to stay with me forever. I'm going to keep it with me forever. I'm not joking. That stays in my big ass purse. I carry it around. Don't let pride get in your way. So, with that Leo in there, that Leo inside the moon, and it's like, moon being the things that are hidden, the lion and the pride. Pride is the family, right? Don't let pride get in your way. Sometimes we allow our own family, our relatives, friends we consider family, to get in the way of our growth. We're afraid they'll reject us. We're afraid this and we're afraid that, pertaining to these family individuals. Bring love into the situation, but it's in reverse. So this has more to do with you bringing love into your situation, not offering to give love to other people, because if you're a giver, sometimes you have to give to yourself too. And this is your reminder to do that. Meditate and contemplate. Who is that? Someone is trying to see if I feel their energy. Very nice. Don't trigger me. Meditate and contemplate. So it's time to really think about a few things, to contemplate maybe some of the changes that you're needing to allow to be implemented in your life. Okay. Be bold and make the first move. Is this someone making their move? You're trying to be bold. Don't poke a bear. Don't poke a mama bear at that. Really, though, who is that? I'm I don't want to scan who it is. Michael. Michael doesn't want to tell me who it is either. I'm going to leave that alone. Okay, Blu-ray Awakening, Fire Cleanser, Abundance, Shedding. Those three are in reverse. So as you awaken, you won't need to do so much fire cleansing. You won't necessarily need to focus on abundance so much, because you're going to naturally call it in. And the shedding cycle is not something you need to focus on, because of the fact that you're going to naturally shed. As you move, you're going to shed. The snake does not have arms or legs to take off its skin. No, it just continues going. It continues moving, and the friction is what naturally will slough it off. Okay. Okay. Um, okay. Everything is in reverse. Royal return, twin ray healing, galactic heritage, invoke the Orifem, interference, observe, and warrior. Does that mean I'm seeing things upside down? So royal return, twin ray healing, and galactic heritage. This is telling me that a royal will be returning. Let me just. There's a lot of healing that's taking place, and this healing is going to be very, very profound. So invoke the Orifem, interference, sigil, observe, and warrior. Again, this is not something that's going to be stopped at this point. This is something, I guess you could say, it's being sanctioned by creation itself. So there's a struggle going on with communication, someone trying to find their strength. They're going deep into that shadow self. The worlds within worlds and self-worth are in reverse. So this is telling me that someone's self-worth is tied to your recognition of them, and you are a world within their world. It's like they've kept you completely completely within the realm of their awareness. Your intuition might not serve you if you use your if you use your intuition to avoid the things that you need to experience. I'm not claiming any part of this reading. If you use your intuition to avoid things, your intuition is going to be kind of neutralized for a period so that you can avoid this sacred journey that you might not feel grateful for. Eventually, you'll find that gratitude. You'll be fine. Everyone will be fine. Let's take one card from Kali. Yeah, sometimes Michael will intentionally trigger my intuition, and then it'll cause me to kind of like shut the intuition down. And sometimes I'm recognizing he does that so that as my intuition is shut down, because I am an avoider like a mofo, that's when whatever that I would be avoiding is allowed to slip through, if it's something that I need to experience. So I was having this conversation with him in the shower this morning, and it was like, I'm always ever running away from something or running right to it. And it just depends what it is. But if you're a runner, and run beautifully, run with grace, run with wild abandon, but just know what you're running towards or what you're running away from. And sometimes as you run, you think you're running away, but in reality, you're just being encouraged to run full speed towards the very thing you thought you were avoiding. So I'm always ever running away from something or towards it. Okay, let's get a final card because your girl got to teach a class. Ooh, yes. And yes, today I'm going to teach my class how to kick ass. Yes, that's a freaking reward right there. Here you go. Card number 14. Bhadra Kali, our wall divine mother, knows when to become gentle with our hearts, bestowing sweetness that liberates us from fear. Though you may have faced much struggle and challenge on your path, though it may seem only the most powerful intensity could stem the tide of negativity, the Dark Mother of Grace will conquer the obstacles to your freedom with gentleness. She manifests herself now as Bhadra the Gentle. She will calm the waves of emotion, eradicate doubt and despair, and provide safe and graceful passage through all difficulties. Bhadra Kali, or wish fulfilling Kali, is an auspicious and gentle form of Kali Ma. She is Kalyani, who gives peace and happiness. She is a giver of windfalls and blessings. She appears when a gentle way will best accomplish what is needed. Sometimes we are drawn to Kali because we need her ferocity. Sometimes what we learn as we connect with her is that we deserve tenderness, sweetness, and gentleness, and that we have been far too hard on ourselves for far too long. Bhadra Kali reminds us that we are strong enough to be gentle with ourselves. If we have been subconsciously sabotaging ourselves, she softly and deftly breaks the pattern. We no longer need to engage in unnecessary drama under a mistaken notion that it's necessary for growth. Let's say that again. Let's read that again. That line right there. We no longer need to engage in unnecessary drama under a mistaken notion that it is necessary for growth. Drama is not necessary. It's not. It's just not. It's not necessary. Now, sometimes we will experience frustration, anger, all sorts of different emotions. Drama is not an emotion, it's an activity. Let that sink in. Shall I say it again? Everyone, get your notebooks out. Drama is not an emotion, it is an activity. And your activities are movements, options that you choose. So if you don't like drama, stop choosing it. Stop moving in a way that allows for the drama to seep in. Okay? All right. Sometimes the growth is in choosing to cultivate and apply the kindness, strength, and wisdom needed to disentangle and disengage from drama. It's about finding the inner strength to be true to ourselves in a moderate and peaceful state of being. Who is that? What is that energy? Michael, if you don't tell me, I'm going to attack it. He says, no, don't. Why? Why not? Tell me what the energy is. I want to know what it is. He says, do you really want to know? Not really. Well, if you ask like that, not really. Anyways, it's about finding the inner strength to be true to ourselves in a moderate and peaceful state of being. Raksha Kali, without the protruding tongue so often associated with fiercer forms of Kali, is an expression of Bhadra Kali, or gentle Kali. Right? Is someone being invasive? Is this invasive? Because Michael doesn't seem to think it's invasive. I feel shifting. It's energy shifting. Shifting energy, and it's making my eyebrow curl. I don't know. It's a shifting energy, and I don't want to assess it. I don't want to assess it. He says, if you want to know, figure it out yourself. No, I just want you to tell me. And then he asked me, do you really want to know? Well, not if you're asking me like that. I don't know. Leave me alone. Reading's done. I got to get ready for class, guys. I hope this reading really helps you. I hope this reading really helps you to gain clarity in the steps you need to take Have faith in your ability to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. Okay. But you can't exist simply on faith or hope. Faith will be a really nice like buffer zone if you struggle through a specific period or process, but you always have to allow yourself to return back to this space of gnosis, knowing that you can handle it, knowing that you are in charge of your life, because you are. You're in charge of your life. So start acting like it. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. I do want to share that I have the page for Nina up. You guys, please don't feel obligated to give or do more than what you can. Okay. I don't want you to be in detriment because I'm asking this. Only what you can. Only what you can. So the website, the web link is, let me find it. Oh, I didn't write it down. Let me write it down. Hold on. And this is where I'm putting, I'm also putting updates. So if you just want to kind of get an update how the family is doing, you could find it right here. I will show it. Go to soulworksynergistics.com/Nina. Okay. So you guys, this was an awesome chat. I got to get going. Please give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. I won't be going and doing expedites later today. I have some, bad bitch shit to do. No, I do have to do other things later today pertaining to family. So they're not bad bitch stuff. It's mama bear stuff. And I'll see you guys maybe this week. I'll do expedites. And hopefully by the end of today, I'll have the listing available for the 8/8 portal or a fin flame fire ceremony. It's a huge deal. This portal is a huge deal. A bigger deal than all the other years that this portal has been opening itself and closing itself. So it's taken me some time to do listings. I'm going to have a whole bunch of things that I've never offered before available for that fire ceremony. I hope you guys can make it. I'll see you guys again sometime this week. Bye, everyone.